Welcome back, YouTube, to another video. Today we're doing control arms, front lower control arms on this Mazda 3. So I'm going to take you through step by step and hopefully save you a bunch of money. Step 1, pop your hood. Grab a 21mm socket, remove your wheels on both sides. Here's a new driver's side one. It's from Rock Auto, CMS 76151. Here's a new passenger side from Rock Auto, CMS 76152. To make your life easier, I'm gonna remove this because it'll make getting to the front bolt on the control arms a lot easier. Just grab a 10mm deep socket, go all the way around, and then put this thing on the floor. You're going to need two 14mm, either one socket and one wrench, or two sockets, whatever you got. Spray everything down with penetrating oil, because it's probably not going to come off easy, and you got one on both sides. So take that bolt all the way out. Before we try to pop the ball joint out of the spindle here, we want to make sure we can get all of these loose here. The one on this side is a 19mm. These two here are 17mm. Just go ahead, crack these loose and take them out a few threads, and then we're going to focus on this ball joint. For our situation, we're having problems getting this guy to release. So I'm gonna pull the bolts out from here. We're gonna push this knuckle forward, slide down the control arm, then beat the shit out of it here with a hammer and get it to come out of here. I even tried to spread it apart with this punch here, but the rust is built up too much. So yeah, I'm gonna slide it out of here, pound it out of here. Here's a comparison, brand new one here, and the old rusty one there. The new one luckily comes with a new ball joint hold bolt, so that's good. And now you're just going to reverse what you did to take the driver's side out and put the new one in. Clean up whatever rust you can and lube it up good so that you can get the new one in. And you're probably going to want to have this pried open to help you put the new one in. I use this little porting style bit on low speed to clean up the rust that was inside the ball joint hole on the spindle. And then the ball joint slid right in. We're gonna put this nut and bolt on. Don't tighten it yet. And now the same way that I pulled this out, I'm gonna slide this guy back up in its position. Once you get all these bolts in loosely, you're going to jack up your control arm as much as you can before the car starts lifting. And then you're going to tighten down these bolts, because otherwise this bushing will bind up once you get the weight of the car on it. And then you want to make sure this is fully seated as far as it'll go as well. So jack it up, tighten them all down, make them good and tight. If you're a little person, get help from a bigger person to tighten them down. But this one you don't have to go super crazy, but these ones are pretty tight, like 80 foot-pounds or so, 90 foot-pounds. So go ahead and do that, and release the pressure now here, and you're done with this side. And then you're just going to repeat the steps on the other side. The other side's a tad easier because the transmission's not in the way to get to this bolt and things like that. But the steps are identical. Thanks for coming and checking out another Fat Guy Builds episode. Hopefully this saved you a bunch of money. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you next time. Wrench on.